Hello everyone, I hope that you are doing great. Today's lesson is about the warehouse, prepared by Mr. Rasheed, and the subject is Commerce, Class SS2. Definition: a warehouse is a special building where goods are kept for further uses. Warehouses are used by manufacturers, importers, exporters, wholesalers, transport businesses, customs, etc. There are usually large plain buildings in industrial parks on the outskirts of cities, towns, or villages. They usually have loading docks to load and unload goods from trucks. Sometimes warehouses are designed by the loading and unloading of goods directly from railways, airports, or seaports. Types of warehouse: private warehouses. These are owned and managed by the private channel suppliers, manufacturers, traders, and resellers and are used exclusively for their own distribution activities. Public warehouses. These warehouses are owned by government and semi-government bodies and are made available to private firms to store goods on payment of rent. Types of warehouse continues. Number 3 is bonded storage. These warehouses are owned, managed, and controlled by government as well as private agencies. Bonded warehouses are storage facility used to store imported goods for which import duty is to be paid. The bonded warehouses run by private agencies have to obtain license from the government. Cooperative warehouses. As the name implies, these warehouses are owned, managed, and controlled by cooperative societies. These societies provide storage facilities on the most economical rates to their members only. The basic purpose to run such warehouses is not to earn profit but to help their members. Functions of warehouse. Storage. This is the basic function of warehousing. Surplus commodities which are not needed immediately can be stored in warehouses. They can be supplied as and when needed by the customers. Number 2, price stabilization. Warehouses play an important role in the process of price stabilization. It is achieved by the creation of time utility by warehousing. Fall in the prices of goods when their supply is in abundance and rise in their prices during the slack season are avoided. Number 3, risk bearing. When the goods are stored in the warehouse, they are exposed to many risks in the form of theft, deterioration, exploration, fire, and etc. Number 4, financing. Loans can be raised from the warehouse keeper against the goods stored by the owner. Goods act as security for the warehouse keeper. Similarly, banks and other financial institutions also advance loans against warehouse receipt. Number 5, grading and packing. Warehouses nowadays provide the facilities of packing, processing, and grading of goods. Goods can be packed in convenient sizes as per the instructions of the owner. Benefits of warehouse. Number 1, regular production. Raw materials need to be stored to enable mass production to be carried on continuously. Warehouses enable manufacturers to produce goods in anticipation of demand in future. Number 2, time utility. A warehouse creates time utility by bringing the time gap between the production and consumption of goods. It helps in making available the goods whenever required or demanded by the customers. Store of surplus goods. Basically, a warehouse acts as a store of surplus goods which are not needed immediately. And number four is price stabilization. Warehouses reduce violent fluctuations in prices by storing goods when their supply exceeds demand and by releasing them when the demand is more than immediate productions. So the last part for today is the benefits of warehouse, the continuous of the benefits of warehouse. Uh, minim- Minimization of risk. Warehouses provide for the safe custody of goods. Perishable products can be preserved in cold storage by keeping their goods in warehouses. Businessmen can minimize the loss for damage from damage, fire, theft, and etc. Packing and grading. Certain products have to be conditioned or processed to make them fit for human use. For example, coffee, tobacco, etc. A modern warehouse provides facilities for processing, packing, blending, grading, and etc. of the goods for the purpose of sale. The prospective buyers can inspect the goods kept in the warehouse. Number seven, and the last one, is financing. Warehouses provide a receipt to the owner of goods for the goods kept in the warehouse. The owner can borrow money against the security of goods by making an endorsement on the warehouse receipt. Thank you for listening. Stay safe. Bye bye.